Alright. Yo, my chicas and chicas, welcome to this video. That's right, by the end of March, or maybe even sooner, there will be no more use of eShop on both the Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS. Now, I'm not here to dilly-dally and be sad and mope about it. It's super sad, a lot of things have been happening, but with time, a lot of great things go as well. So, what I am here to do, though, is to showcase what it is that you guys should be buying on the eShop before its final days. You know, you guys wanna do this type of stuff. You wanna go shopping. You wanna get it all done. Get the nitty gritty and just ready to go and get in there. One of the things I'm immediately gonna miss is just this little thing. Like, this was always so cool to play with. The eShop has music. It had its categories. I got no money. It's okay, though. It's great, man. It's such an awesome, like, it's a beauty. And just seeing everything that you can do with it, everything that is just available for you to do. Look, you can even see the little stylus. We're just here to reminisce for a bit, as well as tell you guys that you should definitely do your last shopping, man. There's still game sales and all this stuff, game demos. If you got a lot of room on your Wii U to buy, take advantage of this. Look at this, $199, $399, $299, $199. There's so many sales out right now. It's like the craziest thing you can do is go and buy this, man. Go and check out the sales they have. Go make use of it. Go buy your stuff. There's a lot of great categories, and you guys just do, you know, as you're watching this video, boot up the Wii U. Go boot it up. You can go on the gamepad. You don't even have to have a TV on. Another great feature that this thing had that, you know, just was underappreciated. Now, just know that all of these video on demand stuff, none of those work anymore. No YouTube, no Netflix, no Crunchyroll. None of that works here anymore. If I'm wrong, please tell me in the comment section below and prove me wrong. But I always love how they did a tie-in with the Amiibos and the Nintendo 3DS. The categories here were and will always be fantastic to me. It was just so well made. Now, of course, we cannot forget about just all of these beauties right here. Look at this. Wii, DS, N64, NES, Super NES, and Game Boy Advance. These were yours to own, you know? Now, I'm not harping on the expansion pack because, to be honest, it had the roughest start. I to this day still don't really 150% go with the Nintendo expansion that's offered on the Nintendo Switch, but I will say having the fact that there's online play for a lot of these is actually really decent, because the online play isn't perfect, but Nintendo is doing their part slowly, very slowly but surely. So I'm hoping that, you know, in a year's time, half a year's time, a lot of these things are knocked out of the park, because we are paying big top money now just to play a lot of these games that kind of either run really poopy, which were a lot of games at the start of the expansion release. There were a ton of issues, but thankfully Nintendo does look at it and has been addressing it, like I said, slowly and surely. I just cannot still gather myself around the fact that, you know, you can have all of these for a set price and play them whenever, wherever, offline. You know, you don't need to have online at all in order to play these games. These are yours to own. I know this is about the eShop and all that. I just want to emphasize why it's important, if you have a Nintendo, you know, Wii U or 3DS, to go on the eShop, and instead of spending extra money on Nintendo Switch selections, make wise spending decisions. You got so many classics, man. Earthbound Beginnings, Duck Hunt, The Legend of Zelda, Super Mario. Like I said, there's a lot of games in here, guys. A ton of games. And yeah, like I said, I'm an honest man. I'm not biased. Nintendo has made sure that the games they put on their plans and Nintendo Online and Nintendo Expansion, they made sure they've been running better than the ones that have been given here. These are all kind of in like raw emulator form, They have their gist, their boost. That the manual has the cover picture, all of that cool stuff is dope, man. And I don't think Nintendo Switch Online has that in like any of that goody stuff. But they do have their games, you know, running sometimes better than the ones given on here. But like I said, you have a plethora of game choices. We still got the SNES as well. Look at Super Mario RPG. I definitely had to buy the one. I bought that one. Earthbound has been running great on the Nintendo Online. Like, I will not deny that thing is great to play with. Donkey Kong Country 2. All the Donkey Kong countries they have on here. Kirby's Dream Land. Like I said, take advantage, guys. Check out what it is there isn't gonna be on there, or what there isn't on there, because there's a lot of games on there that are on here that you'll probably never see shown anywhere else. Castlevania series, Mega Man X series. There's a lot of games. The Street Fighters, dude, they have every iteration of the Street Fighter, man. That's freaking insane. I never realized that till now. I'm telling you guys, take advantage of this as you're watching this video and you've got it to this point, you know, besides checking on your eShop for the Wii U and 3DS, maybe also give a like to the video. We're over here reminiscing and talking about, you know, the things we gotta do and the things we should do before the, you know, unwanting shutdown of the eShop on the Wii U and 3DS. Golden Sun. These games are something that you guys need to experience. It's a must. Gosh darn it, Golden Sun is fantastic. Now, I'm not one, you know, to talk because I don't own them on the Wii U, but I physically own these games, so that's why I don't do it. But yes, and this one was actually given, this Fire Emblem Sacred Stones was actually given on the 3DS through the Ambassador program. Same with Kirby's Amazing Mirror and Warrior Land 4. So there's a few that, you know, Super Mario Circuit as well was on there. There's a few you can get away. I think Yoshi's Island as well was on there. The Klonoa games, man. Those getting ready for Klonoa to come out. Hey, take advantage of these. I've had a lot of feedback on the Klonoa reaction video telling me that these games are actually really top tier. They're not just half-ass games made for the Game Boy Advance. They actually were really good and had great mechanics. So maybe even I'll go give it a check. It is $6.99 compared to the usual $7.99. The Mega Man Battle Network. Oh, man, there's a lot of great games on here. That's darn it. Dude, there's Mega Man and Bass. Holy crap. Mario Party, Mega Man, freaking Battle Network 3, Blue, Gregor, F-Zero, GP Legend. I actually never played that one. I played a lot of the F-Zeros except for that one. The Mystery Dungeons for Pokemon are in here, which I hope Nintendo at some point starts adding Game Boy Advance. They got to. There's no way they don't. Some of the Castlevania exclusives, you know. There's a lot of good ones, dude. I can tell you guys, as you're seeing all this, maybe there's something you guys yourself see that you're like, oh, you know, Harvest Moon has always been hyped up. I can never get into any of the harvesting style games. I fall asleep. It's not a them thing, it's a me thing. You know, Metabots, that's actually a low-key fire game. The Mega Man Zeros. Now, I'll be honest, with some of these, like, they have a bunch of collections for the Mega Man. Capcom has been fantastic on that, releasing collections on the Switch. I will tell you this, out of the bottom of my heart, you actually are better off buying the collections than buying these individually, because the collections for Capcom actually do these games justice. I own the collection one on the Switch. I got it for my birthday, and it's fantastic. It's just, God, yes, the win. Okay, now to the goody stuff. The Legend of the N64 stuff. So we know Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Paper Mario, Donkey Kong 64, Mario Kart 64, and I don't know if they're putting Mario Party. I think they are. I think all of these are actually gonna be, yeah, I think all of these are actually coming to the, who knows about Sin and Punishment? Sin and Punishment needs to be one of them, though. God, this game is fantastic. I own the physical copy on my Nintendo 64, so that's why I haven't bought it. But I might get it because it's gonna run way better. Take a look, guys. Go and pay attention to these, because some of these are coming to the Nintendo Switch expansion. A lot of these N64 games are coming in. Some of these aren't. And some of these maybe will be later down the line. Like, they've only announced a few, well, like, there's a lot of big hitters in the few that they announced. Wave Race, it was Mario Tennis, it was, what was it, F-Zero X, which comes out next week, actually. And then Pokemon Snap, Yoshi Story, Mario 64 is already out. I think they're releasing Kirby Crystal as well. Mario Party, I definitely saw. Mario Kart for sure. Donkey Kong, they showed off. Paper Mario, and then yeah. So almost all of the ones that are available on here, they are releasing on there. So that's gonna be a big win. Nintendo DS. Now this is where things you need to check in for sure. They have a lot of fantastic Nintendo Switches. I know there's a lot of you guys that didn't really like the Toon Link adventures on the DS. They felt like it was too reliant on the stylus, but dude, it was actually really good. I'd give it. This is from a guy who doesn't really enjoy your typical Legend of Zelda games. Not because they're bad, but because, like I said, I just don't have that much free time to explore and all that. Really good. You have your classic new Super Mario Bros. This one, unironically, is actually fan-freaking-tastic. It is amazing. I missed becoming Big Boy Mushroom Man. It's just, woo, it's great. This one, okay. Now you may be saying this is not very cool. You know, the classic Nintendo 64 Super Mario is the best version. Yes, for speedrunning. But this thing, dude, is, oh my god, it has so much in it. It has mini games. When those mini games are like 200 plus mini games, and those mini games aren't half-ass mini games or repeats. They are a plethora of different modes you can play that you can. The replayability on every single one of them is insane, astronomical. I was joking. And then last but not least, the Wii. Now we're touching upon the Wii. I don't know if Nintendo will ever actually bring in Wii or DS games to their Nintendo Online service. If they ever do, that's gonna be fan-freaking-tastic. But there is actually a lot of great games out here that is you know, like I said once more, it's really slept upon. There's a few that I would exclude, to be honest, like Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. I don't think it works really well without the bongos. The bongos are really into it. Poke Park Wii it was kind of focused on just having Pokemon. There's so many new versions of Xenoblade Chronicles that are way better than the original, but if you really want to, it's there. Same with Resident Evil 4. They made a fantastic pass-through. There's a lot of games on here, you know, that they are great, but you could do better with the new re-editions of each. Okay, now that we went through that for what you should go for the classics and all that, the virtual consoles, before you get onto the Nintendo Switch and all that, here's the normie stuff. Find just standard games. You need to make sure if you have Wii U games that if you don't have it on the Switch and you're not planning on getting on the Switch, look for the DLC for that game and think to yourself, should I buy this? Because you will not have access to any of the DLC at all. Like, you will not be able to buy it or download it anymore. If you have your DLC uninstalled, you should go and reinstall it into the game, because like I said, once this is closed, nothing that hasn't been installed already will be accessible ever again. And like, now as I'm saying it, it makes me feel sad, but it's just the hardy truth, man. There's a lot of amazing stuff. I think one great advantage you guys can take of is a bunch of deals they have on still left in the game. I don't know if they update it every day. I haven't actually checked consistently enough to see if they actually change and refresh the sales every day like the Nintendo eShop does on the Nintendo Switch. But on here, like I said, if you want demos, you know, there's a lot of good demos. You should look for free games. There's a lot of free games. They may suck ass, but hey, at least you got free games, you know, that you'll be able to use from now on and forever. So there's a lot of demos here. A ton of demos. So make sure you go and check it out. Go look at it. Go see if you can download it, if it's worth downloading, so on and so forth. My biggest pet peeve about this entire showcasing for you guys is if you have codes, if you have DLC not downloaded, if you have games uninstalled, but like you haven't reinstalled, or you have games on the virtual console that you really want to see if the Nintendo Switch is gonna bring on, don't wait on any of that. gotta get it done before the end of this month, because you will never get a chance ever again on your 3DS or Wii U to re-download those things. So go use your money wisely this month. For those who get tax returns, you better bet your ass you gotta look through all of this, investigate, because you will never ever be able to have access to this ever again. You're just gonna have to cross your fingers and hope that Nintendo brings it back to their new consoles, and on the Nintendo Switch and so on.